Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So we've covered the basics of the Java programming language, and today we want to move to something very important in programming, which is if statements. Okay, so let's quickly see how this is. So basically, for the if statements, it's like we are trying to make a decision, but then we can only make that decision when a certain condition is what's true. So consider this: you want to go out, but then you only take the umbrella if it is raining. So if it's raining, then you will take the umbrella, okay? But then if it is not raining, then you will not take what's the umbrella. Okay, that's you using a certain condition to make what's a decision. That's what the if statement is about. ISME. So it's basically used for decision making. So let me quickly show you how the structure of the if statement is. So you are going to have the if, and then inside the brackets or the parentheses, you have a condition. Now, this condition is either true or false. Okay, it can only be evaluated to true or false. Okay, so if your condition cannot be evaluated to either true or false, then that's not a condition. Okay, your condition should either evaluate to true or evaluate to what false. Good. So if the condition, then we have the braces, and then inside the braces we have what the decision, right? So if this condition is true, then we are going to what? Make the decision, right? So that's what the if statement is about. So I'll quickly show you a simple example and then we can continue. So when you check if the person's age is what? It's greater than 18, greater or equal to 18, and then the person's age is greater or equal to 18, they want to print is that oh, you can vote, right? That's good. So let's say we have int age to be equal to 21. Okay, they have if they have to bring what's our condition here. So our condition will be if the age is what greater or equal to what 18. Is that what I said? Yes. So if the age is greater or equal to 18, they are going to have what our braces. Then inside our braces, the decision will come. What's the decision? Our decision is just to print the result that oh, you can vote, right? So we do the printing, then right, you can vote. Can you get to me? So when I run this, what am I going to get? I'm going to get on the screen, you can vote, okay? What if my age is 90, okay? And then I run this, I still get you can vote, okay? That's how the if statement is working. So as soon as the condition is true, whatever that is under this will work. Are you getting me? Now, one thing you should note, if you notice, I've aligned this nicely, okay? This one is under the if. I didn't do it like this. How should I even show it? Okay, the system will not even allow you to do that. It depends on your ID. Some IDs will allow you to do that, but then IntelliJ is helping me align with my work. Okay, so make sure that there's a space between this and then this. Okay, the system does out or whatever decision that you're having should be under the if. It shouldn't be and right here. Okay, it shouldn't be here, so that you'll be able to read your code very well. Okay, it's a very good practice. I get to me. Yeah. Now let's say I put in here 10. Okay. And then I run this. When I run this, nothing happens. I don't get anything. Because the decision that I was making, the condition is for what? When this one is greater or equal to 18. But right now that condition is false. So nothing will happen. But what if the person cannot vote? You want to tell the person that oh, you cannot vote, right? So that's when the if else comes in. So you do something if a certain condition is true. If that condition is not true, then you have to do something else. Okay. So I want to go out. If it is rain, I'll take the umbrella. Or else I'll take what? I'll know who is in the umbrella, right? Good. So how do you also what? Add the else. So you just come under the, make sure you leave the braces. You outside the braces, and then under you write the else, and then you have your braces again. Else, okay, then you can write whatever you want to write. So else we can see out to the user that what that you cannot vote. Okay, so now let's run this. We run this, I get here you cannot vote. Why? Because the age that we have here is not greater or equal to what 18, right? And now what if we change this one back to what 18? Okay, what are you going to get? You are going to get what you can vote, okay? Because this condition is what true. So for the if else, it said this condition. If it is false, it will come here. as soon as it is false, it will come here. Okay, this one does not have what a condition. The else does not have what a condition. I get to me. So that's for the if and then the if else. Okay, that's very good. But then there is we also have if else and then else if. Yeah. So let me take you through that one. So that one, this is what you are doing. You have a lot of conditions that you want to work on. You have what a lot of conditions. I get to me. Good. So let's quickly take a very simple example. So if the grade is equal to A, no, if the score is greater than 8, okay, so I'm doing 80 plus. If the score is 80 plus, good. If the score is 80 plus, then you had what? You had an A, okay? But then if it is 60 plus, then we'll say what? You had a B. If it is 40 plus, then you had what? A C. But anything below this, okay? Anything below this, okay, below 40, then what are you going to say? You are going to say what? You had a D, okay? So you see, this one have lots of conditions here. So you cannot just use the if or the if else alone, okay? You cannot use the if and then just the else. It won't work because you have lots of conditions, okay? So that's when the if and then else if comes in. So you are going to have your first condition. So if, okay, so if your score is what? So now let's initialize the score, okay? So let's start n score, okay, is equal to what? 80. So if, okay, if the score is greater or equal to 80, right, then what are we doing? Then we are saying that, okay, we are saying that your grade is what? Okay, we are saying that your grade is A. I get to mean. So you can just print this out. Your grade is A, right? What if we were to work on the less was this one? That should have the else if. So if this, then the next one is what? Else if. Now the else if, unlike the else, also takes what? A condition, just like the if. So we have else if the score, okay, else if the score is greater or what? Equal to, okay, 60, then we are going to have our braces again. And inside that we have what? Our decision. Then you can print that what? Your grade is B. I get in the whole flow. That's good. Now we also have what? Another what? Another one here, okay, which is the 40 plus. So that's another condition. So you have to bring another what? Else if, okay. So else if they have the score is greater, okay, greater or equal to 40, okay, then we can go ahead and say what? Sorry, can go ahead and then we say that your grade is C. Your grade is C. Now this one we said that what? Below 40. Okay. So for now, I'll just use the else because anything below 40, I'm good. It should be a D. Okay. Good. So instead of another else, I'll just else if I'll just do else, right? Else, then we print that what? Your grade is what? C. A, no, D. Okay. So you see, as soon as one condition is true, the whole if statement will stop. Okay, so now let's run the first one. Okay. We get our grade is what? A. Okay. So as soon as the grade is A, it will stop. It will not come down here. What if my score is 30? Okay. What if my score is 30? So now let's run this. Okay, you get your grade is what? B. Because this is what? Below 40. Right? Good. What if my score is, let's say, 57? Okay. And then we run this. We get your grade is C. Okay, because it is what? Above what? Above 40, but less than what? 60. Right? Good. But then there is a limitation here. Okay, we have a limitation here. Okay, good. What is that limitation? What if right now I say that my score, okay, I say that my score is, let's say, negative 100. Okay, and then I run this. Okay. I get your grade is D. Why? Because I said else. So anything below 40, okay, will be D. No matter what, whether it is valid or it is not valid. I get me. So that's why you can tighten what your if statement and stuff like that. So instead of just using else or something, I can go ahead and say, so look at it. I can say else if, okay, the score, okay, is what? Greater or equal to 0. Okay, if it is greater or equal to 0, then I'll say what? What should I say? Then I'll go ahead and say that what? Your grade is what? D. Your grade is D. Then the last one, the else, I use catch what? Exceptions. Okay. Then the last one, which in this score is invalid because it is not, it should surely be negative, right? Good. So I can go ahead and write here that what? Your score is invalid. Invalid. Let's run this and see the implementation. So when I run this, I get your score is what's invalid because what? It is less than 0. I get to me. That's very good. That's very good. That's very good. But then, so I'll leave you to do one thing for me. So try it and then you can reach out to me, okay, to see if you are able to do it. You can drop your solution in the comment section, or if you have any of my contacts, you can reach out to me to see if you actually got it right. So currently, if I type a score that is more than 100, okay, if my score is more than 100, okay, if my score is, let's say, 101, it will tell me I've gotten an A because I said that if the score is greater or equal to 80, so there is no limit. So make sure that if the score is above 100, okay, if the score is above 100, then it will tell you that your score is also invalid, okay. So try doing that and then get back to me, okay. That's very good. Now let's continue with what we are learning, okay. Good. So let me quickly clean this. Okay, let me cut it and then put it here as a comment. Good. Now there's one thing we should also talk about. What if you want to compare strings? Okay, good. Let's say you want to see if your name is Trapstar. Okay, yes, you want to see whether your name is Trapstar. So how are you going to do it? Okay, so let's say the string, okay, string name, okay, is equal to, right, is equal to Trapstar. Trapstar. Okay, good. And then we want to see if the name is what's equal to a Trapstar. So if now I have to say name, okay, equal to. Now in programming, this one is called the what ascending operator. It's not for equal to. Okay, if you want to do equal to, use to. Okay, so before that, let me show you something simple. So so int age is equal to 18. So if age is equal to 18, then you friends, I love you. Good. So now let's run this and we get to I love you, right? So if you want to say check whether something is equal to something, use the two words, the two equal to's. Okay, just one is for assigning a value to a variable and stuff like that. But if you want to do comparison, okay, use equal to, right? That's good. Now let's come back to the example I was trying to make. Okay, so let's check the example I wanted to show you, the draft example. So let's say we have the string, okay, string name equal to Trapstar. Okay, that's very good. And then I come here and I do if, and inside this I do name is equal to Trapstar. Okay, with a normal equal to 2 of them. Okay, and I have my braces here, line C, and I print yes, that is the name. Okay, now look at something. When I run this, okay, when I run this, it's working perfectly. Okay, but this is working because it's because we had coded the name. What if we took the inputs from the user? Okay, so you look at it. let's say at the top here, okay, let me go to the top and then import the scanner so that we take the input from the user. So import java.util scanner. Okay, good. That's good. So now let's come down here, create our scanner class and do what I want to do. So string name, okay, and then we just declare it. Now let's create the scanner object. So we are going to have the scanner and then scanner to equal to new and then scanner. Inside this we have what? System.in. Okay, now let's close it. Like I said, that is a very good practice. Okay, let's close it. Good. Now let's take the input. Okay, let's take the input from the user. Good. Let's take the input from us, from the user. So let's say right now I come and I say name is equal to scanner dot next line. Okay, yes. Okay, so now I'm taking what's the input from the user, but then I have to print it first. Okay, I have to print that entire name. Enter your link. Okay, good. So right now the person should enter the name. The person enter the name. We check if that name is equal to a trap star. Okay, so let's run this. And then we type in trap star. Nothing happens. But this name is equal to whatever that is here. This is it. That is the trap star. But why is it not working? Okay, so that's why I was trying to demonstrate. That's what I was trying to show you. Okay, so if you want to compare strings, okay, don't use this two equal to. Okay, don't use this. Leave this one for the integer and stuff. Okay, if you want to compare strings, use dot equals. Okay, dot equals. Okay, use dot equals, and then this one will be inside what? The brackets. So dot equals. So now let's run this again and see. And then the name, I'll type the trap star. And I get yes, that is the name. Okay, so this is working now. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you. That if you want to compare strings, unlike other programming languages, that you can go ahead and use the equal to. Java is not working well. Okay, and then you might be deceived because if you had put the name, it will work for you. But then if you start taking inputs from the user, that will no more work for you. I get to me. That's very good. So that's how the if statements and the if else, whatever it is, that's how they work. Okay. I'm sure you are already familiar with the comparison operators. So we have the equal to for the normal equal to, and we have greater or equal to, we have less than or equal to, we have less than, we have greater than. Okay, we have the percentage sign, which is for the modulus or the remainder. We have the division sign, we have the multiplication, we have the addition. Sorry, as a comparison operator. So these are the these are the comparison operators that we have. Okay, so you have these 5 comparison words operators. But if you are working with strings, then you have to add dot equals. Okay, that's very good. So this is for what the if statement. If you have any question, please feel free to drop it in the comment section, and I'll be very glad to help you out. Okay, and please subscribe to the channel so that if I drop any video, you'll receive the notification. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Bye.